Hello, my name is Mike Sims, and a lot of people ask me a question all the time: why Zija, why now? Well, several years ago, I was looking for a long-term opportunity in network marketing, a legacy opportunity, an opportunity where I could build a solid foundation or a solid business, and it not only pays me in the short term, but pays me for a lifetime. That's what we all sold in network marketing. That's why we joined this profession, not to earn an income short term, but to earn an income long term so we can will the business to our kids, if that makes sense. And so, of course, you want to put yourself in a position to join an opportunity that's going to support that dream or that desire to have a long-term business. And I was blessed and fortunate to be able to find it with a company called Zija International. But before I chose Zija International, I had the privilege of doing something that most people don't have the privilege of doing, or they don't take the opportunity to do it. I sat down and talked to some mentors. I found some mentors that talked to me about a long-term legacy and what to look for, or what a legacy opportunity looks like. So a lot of people have their opinions because they're involved in a company. I wanted to talk to people who had some unbiased facts. And the reason they had the facts is they were involved in legacy opportunities. None of them have been involved in their company for less than 15 years. None of them have earned less than $20 million in the network marketing profession. And so these were individuals that once I sat down and talked to them, I could believe what they said because they had what I wanted. So I wrote down the things that they told me to take a look at or to look for in a long-term opportunity. And I was blessed to be able to find it in Zija International. I'm also blessed to be able to be joined today with someone I got a lot of respect for. He's a business partner of mine. He's also the president of Zija International, and that's Mr. Ryan Palmer. Ryan, thank you for joining me today as we have this discussion with everyone that's taking a look at this video about why Zija and why now. And of course, you've been involved with Zija International now for a couple of years, and you watched this opportunity grow from its infancy stages to now a company that's already doing a couple $100 million in sales, but poised for explosive growth. Ryan, just elaborate on your journey with Zija International really quickly.
I look back over the years, and I've had an opportunity to watch the company from its infancy stages, be able to hear our founder articulate his vision about this company. And one of the adjectives he used when he articulated his vision was legacy. And I knew because of that, I felt that same conviction and had it deep within my heart, which created a commitment for me. I knew this was something that I wanted to be a part of, and I wanted to help work with people like yourselves to create this legacy opportunity, as you mentioned, that can be willed for generations to come. That's what Zija is all about, and we've put together the ingredients now to create that legacy opportunity.
Absolutely, Ryan. And of course, when I sat down with those mentors, they told me what to look for, and I wrote those things down. I want to make sure I don't miss any point today, and so I'm going to reference some brief notes here. But you mentioned our founder, and our founder is Ken Brailsford. Ken Brailsford is an icon in the network marketing profession, and one of the criteria to look for in a legacy opportunity is the founder, is the management team. See, in this profession, there are a lot of people who start network marketing companies who have no idea what they're doing. Some of these people are even billionaires or multimillionaires who made their money outside of network marketing, and they throw some money into this profession. And of course, majority of the time it doesn't work out because they may know or understand the science of network marketing. That's the how-tos. They don't understand the art of network marketing. That's the when, the where, exactly what to do, and why all these things tie together. And when I looked at Ken Brailsford's track record, he having created two companies in the past that are multi-million-dollar companies that are still moving or operating today. And when he said that Zija International was going to be his legacy opportunity, I listened. And so could you elaborate just a little bit more on Ken Brailsford and the rest of the management team he's assembled?
Absolutely. Ken had articulated that Zija International would be a legacy company, and it is profound because of his background, what he's already accomplished. Because of that, we all have a common goal, a common vision. We understand that we're building for the future. We're not willing to mortgage tomorrow for the sake of today, but rather we're building today for the sake of tomorrow. So the company will be here 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years down the road. That's a legacy concept. And because of that, we have continued to invest back into the company. See, Ken was in a strong financial position at the time, which allowed us to continue as the company began to grow and blossom, to continue to allocate resources back into building a foundation that was strong and sturdy. But first and foremost is a product offering. If you want to have a legacy company, you must first have a product that people want, that they will reorder, they want to use because it is having a positive impact on their lives. See, Ken talked about the botanical Moringa oleifera and that tree was so compelling, so inspiring to him because he could replace over 300 different products that he had marketed in his two previous, which we know are legacy companies.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you got a product line, and one product in particular, that being our flagship products that can replace over 300 different products that he generated companies in the past or built companies in the past that are hundreds of millions in sales. You replace it with one product. That's powerful in itself when I took a look at it. And you know, it's also the second component to a long-term legacy opportunity. That being a product line that is second to none, a product line that's a category creator. And not only a category creator, but the vision of the company to not get locked into just one segment of products, but to have a vast offering of products, all being category creators in their own way as well. So just elaborate really quickly on the Zija product line. You mentioned the Zija Core Nutritionals, and then of course we have the Mayo Essential Oils line now, and also the Ripstick Supplements line as well. So why are these products so phenomenal? And just give us a little background on those products.
Well, I think when you talk about what makes them special is what makes them unique. And of course, with Moringa oleifera, Zija International was a pioneer. We were the category creator, the first company ever to commercialize and market and distribute this generous botanical. Now, not only did we were the first company to bring Moringa to market, but we literally built a foundation and internal infrastructure around manufacturing, blending, and producing that product to maintain its nutritional integrity. So it becomes a barrier of entry, Mike.
Right.
It's something we know that our competitors can't do because we know what we've had to do to protect the integrity of this plant, to deliver a product that actually works. But one thing about a legacy company is that we're looking ahead at the future. We're making decisions now before we have to make decisions, before they become a necessity to make a decision.
Okay.
And we've done that by growing our product offering. We did that with, of course, the Mayo Essential Oil division. However, we wanted the same category creator concept with this division as well. So we didn't just jump into the essential oil space as a Me Too company. We put millions of dollars into research and development, found the brightest minds in the scientific community so that we could validate the quality of our essential oils. So you can go on PubMed and you can learn all about essential oils, and you can find that essential oils have been used for millenniums, for thousands of years. But the quality of the essential oil is important. So Zija made sure that we would align our quality standard with that same standard that you see being used by biotech companies when they do a clinical trial or when you see a scientific article that is published about an essential oil. We made sure that we were aligning ourselves with that same quality standard, creating another category creator or a unique, something that differentiated Zija International within the essential oil space. And then, of course, we did the same thing as we broadened our offering and got into the fitness supplementation space. See, now we've got the Ripstick Supplements, which is a supplement that is an all-natural, a clean supplement line that is giving people a real result. It's allowing them to achieve a new personal best, break new records, and doing it with all-natural, clean ingredients.
That's incredible, Ryan. And just to kind of recap everything that you said, you know, we have the barrier of entry, being the first company to bring Moringa-based products to the world in over 55 countries now. The Mayo Essential Oils line, we're pioneering some things in that space. And then, of course, the Ripstick Supplements line. I know I'm someone who's been active and worked out for several years of my life, especially the last several, because of the Ripstick Supplements line. But being able to consume something in that space that's all natural International is pretty much second to none from what I've seen in the marketplace today. And so Zija International's product offering is truly, they're truly category creators, and we have what you call a barrier of entry, meaning someone can't come knock us off tomorrow because of everything that we put in place to ensure the quality of the product line here with Zija International. So that's something that we can be proud of. And if you're looking for a legacy, that's something that must be in place for you to have a long-term legacy opportunity. A couple of things that my mentors told me to look for as well are why products versus maybe services. Of course, there's nothing wrong with a service-based company, but if you're looking for legacy, you want products that, number one, the price is not your only competitive advantage. See, in a service-based company, majority of the time, it's a price war. Slash this, slash that. It's a race to zero. Who can get or deliver the service for the cheapest amount possible? Well, in network marketing, that model doesn't work long term because you're going to erode the margins of the company, which of course erodes the compensation plan or the company's ability to pay commissions long term. So if that's your competitive advantage, you don't have an advantage. And so make sure that you're looking for a company that has products that evoke an emotional response, meaning when I feel better, I do better. When I feel better, there's nothing that's going to stop me from consuming these products or getting these products or incorporating them in my diet on a daily basis. And then, of course, a visual response. How powerful is it for you to have individuals using your product and they've lost weight? They look better than they did before consuming these products. That's walking advertisement. They don't even have to say anything. People will be asking them, what are you doing? Helps you build a business a lot faster than products that don't provoke a visual response or an emotional response. And then something that's highly consumable, very, very important as well, because you want people to reorder the product month after month after month after month because they're getting the results, because they feel different from using the products. What does that mean? Residual income coming in month after month after month. See, I was involved in a company in the past where it was first and 10 all over again every single month. It was almost like being in real estate. You're only as good as your next sale. But since being involved in Zija International and having a product that's highly consumable, that residual income continues to come in week after week after week after week, in our case with our compensation plan. And let's segue into something else that's huge as well, another component of a legacy company. And I was really impressed when I took a look at Zija International with this in mind, and that's the infrastructure of the company. What does the infrastructure of Zija International look like?
Absolutely, Mike, and that's really important too. And one thing about Zija International and the infrastructure that we currently have in place is consistent and because of our vision of being a legacy company. When we started this company, we were building for the future. We were building for 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road, 30 years down the road. And because of that, when the company started having some success and started to grow, we didn't capitalize and take that cash and go put it in the bank, but we invested it back into the company. And because of that, we've been able to build a strong, sturdy infrastructure, a manufacturing facility, for example. We've got a pharmaceutical-grade manufacturing facility that we manufacture the majority of all of the Zija products, whether it's the Zija Core Nutritionals or the Ameo Essential Oils or the Ripsticks Fitness products. We can maintain the integrity of the product because we know the environment in which it's being produced. If you were to come in and see the infrastructure at Zija International now, we're a couple $100 million company, but we have an infrastructure already in place that would be consistent with something that would you see at a company 2, 3, maybe even 4 times our size. We've done that because we know where we're going, and we're preparing now for when we hit that level of sales.
Wow, that's incredible. So a company with the infrastructure is already in place, meaning we're growing into an infrastructure, not a company that's running around trying to make sure the infrastructure is in place as the growth happens.
Right.
And that also tells you the vision of where this company is, or the founder of this company, the management team, is they're investing the dollars ahead of time. So we're prepared for explosive growth, and that's so important when it comes down to looking for a legacy opportunity as well. well. And then, of course, that moves us into the second or the next point when it comes to a legacy opportunity. That's a compensation plan. We all want to get compensated for the work that we put in. But in network marketing, everyone says, my comp plan is the best, or, this is the best comp plan, or whatever it is. Here's the real deal. There's 100 pennies in every dollar. And every single compensation plan is basically determining where those pennies are going and when they're paid out. I love Zija International's compensation plan because it's balanced, meaning someone can get their investment back quickly. They can earn a living in the middle of the compensation plan. And then if you're a serious builder, serious player, someone that really wants to build a long-term legacy opportunity, you can build a true long-term retirement income here with Zija International as well. And so, Ryan, what were some of the thoughts behind putting together the hybrid binary compensation plan that Zija International has?
Mike, when you talk about that, you talk about the compensation plan, it really becomes one of the most important components of building a long-term business. So when we were looking at the comp plan, we were looking at there were really two types of compensation plans. Of course, at the time, there was the binary compensation plan and there was the unilevel compensation plan. Each plan has its strengths. What we did is we said, how can we blend the two together so that we can get the strengths from both of types of compensation plans? So we took the hybrid concept so that you can create an environment of teamwork. This business is a business that is based upon reaching out and helping other people excel. The teamwork concept in network marketing is absolutely critical for long-term success. So by taking a binary and using that component in our compensation plan and then combining it with the unilevel aspect. Now, the unilevel aspect, that's how we ensure that the dollars are being allocated to the individuals that are putting in the effort, that are leading from the front, that are really making the business happen. We know that there's going to be certain individuals that are really going to take this serious and they're going to drive the growth, they're going to teach others, they're going to develop others. And taking a combination of the two allows us to have a balanced compensation plan where people can be rewarded for their efforts quickly. They can get a check back into their hands. They can see that this is a legitimate business model and they continue to put their efforts into their business. However, the strength in the compensation plan, of course, comes from the residual aspect. And all of these things are tied together. See, because when you have a product line that people are going to reorder, they want to reorder, reuse, and you can guarantee the integrity of that product line, that creates a reorder or the residual aspect of it. So people have an opportunity to make money along the way as they're building to the dream. And of course, that is the back end of the compensation plan where people are having walk-away income. That's a concept that we refer to as financial freedom, which is part of our core values of living a life unlimited.
Absolutely. And in network marketing, we hear a lot of people talking about how much they pay out, a lot of smoke and mirrors as far as those things are concerned. Elaborate briefly on the payout in Zija International's compensation plan in comparison to some of the other things we hear in the profession.
Yeah, I love that. That's one that's really unique, and unfortunately, it's in the industry too often, and that is the up to phrase. Indicate a compensation plan will pay up to 50%, up to 60%. All of this really saying up to, meaning that that's the maximum potential and that there's really other gimmicks or gotchas or something in there where the compensation plan is not going to pay that much. That's a potential, but there's way too many ifs, ands, and buts involved with it.
Absolutely.
Zija International has always guaranteed 50% of the volume is being paid out to our distributor base.
Wow.
So the company itself has no vested interest in the compensation plan. That allows the company to focus on what we do best. What are our core competencies? What do we need to focus on? Delivering quality products, making sure they get to the consumer and that they're having a result. Because the compensation plan is always going to pay out 50% of the volume. And anything that happens in the compensation plan is going to go back and be reallocated to those individuals that are making it happen, that are driving the business. See, we guarantee 50% of the volume is going to be paid out rather than using terminology that says up to 50%.
Wow, that's incredible. So a company with true integrity as far as the compensation plan is concerned. And of course, because the compensation plan is so phenomenal, that leads us to the last two components of a legacy opportunity. And that's number one, the timing. The timing has to be right because of the comp plan, you can get involved in this company and create a legacy income for yourself, coupled with the timing. See, it's a phenomenal thing to be able to get involved in a company that hasn't grown through momentum yet, meaning a company where the best is still yet to come, but you don't have all of the uncertainty of a startup. See, most startups in network marketing, they never start up. Or they get going, or they say it's a basement opportunity, and that's where they stay, in the basement. You have an opportunity to partner with a company with a track record already doing a couple $100 million in sales, but the best years are ahead of it. So you can build on the foundation that's already in place, that solid foundation that's already in place, and understanding. If you ask 100 people, have they heard of Zija? You may get one or two people that say, yes, I've heard something about this opportunity. But they probably won't be involved in the opportunity, which means you have the opportunity to get involved in this company now and grow with us. So that's phenomenal. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, the leadership. You want to get involved in a company with stable leadership from a corporate standpoint. And that's why I'm thrilled to be sitting by this individual, someone I've got a lot of respect for his integrity, the track record. He and Mr. Brelsford and the rest of the management team. Here's what they told me. Mike, if you're not successful in Zija, it won't be because we didn't equip you to be successful. We're going to do everything from a company standpoint to make sure that you have a legacy opportunity, but you got to go build it. And if that's the case, then I'll take those odds any day, because I knew I would be serious about building this business. But also, if you're looking for field leadership, I work with individuals in this company that are some of the best in all of network marketing. They're passionate, they're knowledgeable, they're driven, and they're hungry to help you, the brand new person or the person with network marketing experience. They're hungry about helping you start or partner up with Zija International, and you being a part of this legacy opportunity with us. And so those are the components of a long-term legacy opportunity. The leadership is so important, because the leadership are the people who guide you in the right direction to what we're all looking for, and that's a legacy opportunity. So Ryan, any closing comments from you on why Zija and why now?
Well, Mike, the only thing I would do is just add on to your concept of leadership and reciprocate what you've said about the corporate leadership. But certainly we have the best leaders in the field, people that are committed to helping you succeed. And when I talk to you, I'm talking to the audience here. A brand new person who may be looking at this video today, understand that the people in Zija International have that same concept of integrity, and their success is contingent upon reaching out and developing, and they understand how to help an individual develop themselves individually. And when you build and develop a person, then you help that person go out and build a business. And we certainly have the best of the best. Certainly you represent that. So all of the ingredients are in place right now, with a strong foundation, a strong product line, a strong leadership team from both the corporate and the field side, and the next 10 years, the next 20 years, the next 30 years. See, we haven't even found the top income earners yet in this company.
Wow.
They're yet to be discovered over the next several years.
Awesome. That's awesome. That's exciting to me. It makes me pinch myself every single night to know that I made the right choice to partner up with Zija International, a true legacy opportunity. So we hope that answers the questions for you. Why Zija? Why now? We look forward to you joining us here in Zija International, and we together go out and build a legacy opportunity for yourself and your family. Thank you for your time.